All right, let's move on to cloud services and stuff like that.
Cloud.
So we talked a little bit about Steam. Is there any service you use that's heavily cloud-based that you can't live without?
And besides Netflix, I mean, that's sort of the obvious one.
Yeah, besides that one.
Well, Dropbox. I mean, that's...
You use Dropbox?
Yeah, man.
I don't. He does, I guess.
I'm a big Dropbox fan.
I was looking at you.
Yeah, I don't use it, but I know a lot of people who do use it.
I mean, it's sort of my fail-safe.
So you pay for it.
No, I don't. I mean, it's free. I mean, you can still use
how much do they give you for free?
Enough for me to store all my written documents.
Gotcha.
Right? You can't store media files, movies, or photos. But, I mean, as a writer, it's, like, invaluable to have...
As a writer, I don't hear anything. I only read stuff.
No, but it's a great place to secure your files somewhere else, right?
Wait, are you working on a novel or something?
Yes,
what
man. We're writers, right?
You don't have a book deal?
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Everyone
Really?
has a book
We all
We
do,
all
dude.
have book deals.
Come on.
Well, not me. Yeah.
You're behind the curve.
Okay. It's okay.
What about you, Ben?
I got this.
That's all you need. That's the only cloud you need to be hanging out on.
This will put me right in the cloud.
Speaking of which, what is your sort of end-all cloud service thing? Like, for me, Google Docs is a huge part of my work life and my personal life.
Yeah.
Are you as attached by the hip with that?
No. Well, yeah, I use Google Docs constantly. You know, that's definitely helpful. I've started looking into this service through Amazon. If you're a Prime member, you can put in the cloud an unlimited number of photos.
It's crazy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So
Google
I
has that.
actually
Google,
tried
I
to
use
take...
Google Photos.
Yeah,
That's the
Google
same
Photos
thing.
is great.
This is the problem.
Why'd you do Amazon?
Because, I don't know, I'm a
Do they
Prime customer.
But do they compress the files?
I don't
Google
know.
does. That's
This
the
is
only
what
thing.
happened.
But the Google compression is not.
It's not terrible.
It's like I still think it's like 8 megapixels. Like it's not.
Yeah. It's SLR quality photos that get compressed, basically. Yeah.
Needless to say, when I tried to take, apparently I have 17,000 photos that I have stored on my laptop, and I tried to move them onto the cloud, and my computer basically was just like, I don't feel like it.
The computer's like, hey, this ain't happening.
He was like, look, I'm the mid-2010 model. You think I'm working that hard?
Yeah, come on.
I'm not going to do it.
I got
I'm not gonna do
senioritis.
it.
I got 4 more weeks on the clock and I get pension.
I'm about to go. You're going to throw me in a dumpster.
Yeah,
You know,
come on,
so.
I'm going to get recycled.
So it didn't work. So I really like this idea of backing up my. Look, you asked me the question. So it didn't work.
Dude, just use Google Photos.
I could try to use Google Photos, but I feel like it's going to hiccup all over again.
It took me like 10 days to upload all my photos. Like,
so you did them in batches?
No, I just had it running for 10 days straight.
Wow.
You got to set it up for like at least a weekend.
And you get unlimited with that as well?
Unlimited.
It's unlimited.
Okay. All
Do
right.
it.
I mean,
It's the
granted,
best.
they're going to be selling ads based off of
Yeah.
your photos, but whatever, it's okay.
Yeah. Because at this point in my life, I got baby pics. I got, all sorts of
Food
important
photos.
food photos.
It's like,
These
oh, you
things
eat a lot
that
of
are-
Chinese food. Guess what coupon we're sending you?
We
So
would
you've been
be,
looking at my
we
feed
would be
then.
very upset if we lost the photos. These are very important.
Of course.
photos,
You're not gonna lose them. You don't trust
life
Google?
photos.
You don't trust
No,
Google?
I'm saying that I want to store them in the cloud.
All right.
I want to have that backup.
So there was a cloud phone that you saw.
Yes.
The Next.
Nextbit Robin.
What is that?
Nextbit Robin. It's this crazy phone. It was a Kickstarter project.
Okay.
It started off as this kind of crowdsourced thing. It uses the cloud for storage. So it's got about like 32 gigs. I might be correct. I might be wrong on that. 16 to 32 gigs
On
of storage.
hardware.
So
in
locally.
the phone itself.
Yeah.
But once you exceed that point, it starts to offload stuff and automatically offloads apps, photos, things that it knows that you don't actually use that often.
But
Your
an
sex.
app in the cloud is a little suspect.
It's very interesting because they've offloaded, like I saw them offload Spotify, right? And then as soon as it sort of gets grayed out on the phone. You tap on it and it sort of re-downloads really quickly. All the settings are saved. Everything's logged in. You don't have to like re-log into anything. It's as if you never really deleted it.
So what does it run on?
It runs on Android.
And they've worked their technology into
So
that.
the reason why Nextbit got a bunch of hype was because the key founders are all part of the original Android team. So they know Android. They have the institutional knowledge of Android. So they know how to kind of work the operating system and really maximize its potential. And they kind of use this cloud architecture as the big selling point.
So how's it doing?
I have no idea.
It's not. How
You know
old
what?
is this?
It's about a year old at this point. It came into Kickstarter. got a ton of hype. People
Right.
were
It's
really
a pretty
interested.
phone too.
And it is a really nice,
looking phone.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's done well for what it was, but it's a very niche product. I mean, it's going after people who are like super, super hardcore about Android, because this is like basically a pure Android experience with cloud. But it's, it's done okay for what it is, but it is totally a niche product. It's
How much
not
space
a Samsung
are you getting on the cloud?
it was
like a terabyte?
It was almost
On their cloud.
It was almost
On
like a
their
terabyte,
cloud.
I think. I mean,
Really?
That's a lot. That's a lot of
That's
cloud.
a lot more than you can cram onto a
You can
phone.
get, it
That
was
is
a
a lot
huge
of
amount of
cloud.
space. It wasn't. I don't think
Okay.
it was a full terabyte. It was a massive amount of space.
That at least justifies the concept of the product.
Right. Well,
If you're going to get like
it's
256
funny because
gigs.
as a reviewer, trying to I was talking to Jessica who reviewed the product. It's tough to review a phone that you've got to intentionally cram up a phone.
Yeah, you have to confuse it and put it through its paces.
So it works okay, but the thing of it is especially if you've got 32 gigs of storage, it's hard for you to fill up that storage.
Yeah.
Really, after a 1 month or even a 2 week review period.
That sounds like one of those weird bridge products where it's yeah, this makes sense, but we're just not totally.
I mean,
there
I
yet.
do think that that's sort of where things are going. I think phones eventually will start tapping
sure.
the cloud, as a default, but our network connections aren't there yet.
Right.
If you're outside, if your connection's spotty, and you need to download that crucial app that's in the cloud somewhere, and it's busy signal,
Yeah,
you're gonna be pissed, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be upset.
If they're going to do that, how is Apple supposed to price gouge us?
Right? How's
on
that gonna work?
storage? You got to think about that first.
I don't know. They could do the same thing though, right? They could
guess,
offer
they
cloud
could charge
storage,
us,
but then they could charge you this huge price.
Charge you $20 a pop.
for the privilege of our cloud services.
They're fine.
Yes.
All right, I guess.